in love with a rich old man. She tried to fall in love.
You've seen it all on MTV and even participated in voting in your favorite singer in Digicel Stars 2 competition. This year's competition is said to be even tougher, as interested contestants will now be familiar with the criteria involved and lessons learned from critics and judges.
Some singers find it easy to perform live, but once they get behind in the studio, they sort of like shut down, and a lot of that has to do with just that recording experience. So for me, it's really, raw talent is someone that's never had the exposure, they've never had the experience. And again, a young singer like Brian Kepi, he's a young boy, I think he was 16,
Yep.
He was the youngest last year. That's a really good definition of raw talent. He's still in school, he's a very shy guy, but you put him on stage and he's got something to offer.
And I think people have criticised us and said, oh, that band's been around for a long time, or they've sang together for a long time, but they haven't actually been a success. They haven't actually been known right across PNG. They've never been on TV, for instance. They've never been in radio. They haven't had a record produced. So, you could have been in a group for a long time and played together, or sang in church for a few years, but that doesn't make you, that doesn't mean that you've had the exposure that Digicel Stars will give you, So we're looking for people that haven't had a record contract, haven't sort of been famous.
The competition is a nationwide talent search for aspiring musicians. It's also an event to further develop existing talent.
It's a good definition of raw talent, and Night Shift is a good definition of raw talent as well. I'd seen Greg perform live a couple of times in Leh, and he did hotel shows and stuff like that, but what Greg did during the show, in the live shows, I've never seen him do before, and a lot of his friends also mentioned that, like, he just came out of his shell and he really took to being a rock star on stage. That was Greg sort of coming out of his shell, and I think the show helped him do that.
Digicel and partner MTV will search and capture the highs and lows of PNG's favorite talents with 16 programs starting on Sunday, August 26. The programs will show the best of 6 auditions, 6 hits, 2 elimination rounds, a semi-final, followed by the grand final to be telecast on December 9. The winner will walk away with 10,000 kina cash, a recording contract and a Samsung Galaxy handset. Last year's winner was Alotau's Night Shift group.
Don't give up, you don't give in, and might just be okay.
Digicel Stars 3 auditions will kickstart this weekend in Alotau, followed by Goroka, Kokopo, Leh, and finally Port Moresby. Bridget Komateb, National MTV News.